So combustion can occur in two different forms. It could occur as complete combustion or as incomplete combustion. Now, complete combustion occurs when there is excess or large amounts of oxygen. So there is an excess or very large amount of oxygen that is present, which means that all the particles of the fuels are in complete exposure to the oxygen. So all the particles, it could be very fine particles of wool, let's say that it's burning. So because the fine particles of wool are in contact with oxygen, it will burn completely, and it's going to produce carbon dioxide and water. That's the only products that is formed from complete combustion of fuel. When I'm talking about fuel, it also includes hydrocarbons. Okay, so for example, methane or petrol or wax, these are hydrocarbons. So, example, so methane reacting in excess oxygen. When there is excess oxygen, it means that there is complete combustion, means it's going to give out carbon dioxide and water as the only products. So any fuel that burns in excess oxygen will undergo complete combustion and will give out carbon dioxide and water, whatever the fuel is. Okay? But if there is incomplete combustion, it means that there is not enough oxygen for it to burn the whole substance, which means that the particles of the fuels are not exposed enough to air. So when particles of fuel are not exposed enough to air, it gives out carbon monoxide and water vapor, or carbon and water vapor. But carbon dioxide is also usually produced. Let's see this through a video.
Fuels burn with the help of oxygen. Burning is the process in which heat and light are formed by the intense reaction of substances with oxygen. In incomplete combustion, there is not enough oxygen to react completely with the fuel.
You can see that the color of the flame is also different. When we have complete combustion, we usually see a blue flame, bright blue flame. The more complete the combustion, the paler the color of the flame. And you can see that if you have a gas stove at home, you can see that the blue flame is because of complete combustion of the cooking gas. But when there is incomplete combustion, there is not enough fuel, you'll see that there is going to be an orange flame or yellow flame. This is seen when you light up a candle.
The products of incomplete combustion are carbon with the fuel. The products of incomplete combustion are carbon, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Air pollution, loss of fuels, increase in the level of carbon monoxide, etc. are the bad effects of incomplete combustion.
So it's seen that there are a couple of issues associated with incomplete combustion. So when you have incomplete combustion, so carbon dioxide is also produced, but you mainly have carbon and carbon monoxide. Carbon, this is what is seen as soot or the black substance, which is the black substance. Yeah. So so these are two examples of reactions that are incomplete combustion. So you see methane with limited amount of oxygen to give carbon and water, methane with limited amount of oxygen to give carbon monoxide and water. Any fuel can undergo incomplete combustion, any fuel can undergo complete combustion. It all depends on how the fuel is exposed or how much oxygen is being given to that substance. So that's the overview on combustion. You can take that down in your copybook. Now this video is we're going to look a little bit on complete and incomplete combustion in more details. So here you have a piece of wood that is going to be burnt. You see there are the splints are exposed to the air. Now here you'll see that that lighter, you see the blue flame in the lighter, the pale blue flame in the lighter. Not talking about the wood burning, but the lighter rather. The lighter has a blue flame. That's complete combustion, real complete combustion. And on the wood, you see that yellow flame. That's incomplete combustion. But here, the incomplete combustion is producing mainly carbon monoxide and water vapor, and there's going to be also some carbon dioxide that is going to be produced. There is not a lot of black smoke. You can see the smoke. There is some smoke, but it's not like a dark black smoke. So there's a little bit of soot, there's a little bit of carbon, there's carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and water vapor that is being produced when that splint is burning. Okay, so now you see there is kind of a smoke happening. And now this is another fuel that is being burned. This is styrofoam. And you see that the styrofoam is burning with a darker, with more soot. Here you can see the soot really well. So there's a lot of carbon which is produced here. So the material is more compact, which means that it is more prone to incomplete combustion. Okay, so both of these are examples of incomplete combustion. The only complete combustion that's taking place is in the lighter, where there is that blue flame, pale blue flame. Okay. So that's it for complete and incomplete combustion. Now you're going to complete the worksheet attached.